What's up, everybody? I'm here in beautiful Coronado. Of course, it's an overcast day. Checking out the Sony A7III. As you all know, I'm a longtime Nikon shooter. Really excited to try out this new camera. So let's go check out and see what this thing can do. So one of the main reasons I got into the Sony A7III world was because of S-Log. I really wanted to see all of those colors and saturations come out in all of my shots. In the same way, when you're editing a JPEG versus a RAW file, you just have so much more room to work with than when you have a RAW file. So in S-Log, you're able to grab this nasty, flat-looking picture and do this to it. So much better. Here you got a couple of guys fishing, sprinkle a little bit of pixie dust, and check out the color tones on these crabs, so incredibly camouflaged. This poor little guy all by himself. In this shot, after I color graded it, it just looked incredible. This just looks like it's straight out of a movie. And just for a $2,000 camera, I could not believe that it created that result. Next up was Balboa Park. Balboa Park was special to me. When I was a little kid, we went on a field trip here, and then I kind of forgot about it. And I had these memories of a place that looked so incredible, and I couldn't remember where it was. As a matter of fact, there was this one building, the one that you're seeing right here. Couldn't remember where in the world I saw that. I had this vivid memory of Spanish architecture, koi fish, birds, and flowers. Had no idea where I'd seen it. Next up was the San Diego Zoo. While I was at the zoo, I really wanted to test out the autofocus features that this camera had, as well as the slow motion features. There was plenty of opportunities to capture slow motion water, as well as try and track animals. As we all know, it's not just people that we take pictures of. Once again, another slow motion shot of this water. It looks so silky and smooth. Back again in overcast Coronado, but as you can see, we've retained some of the color in those rocks and also in the ocean. Another cool thing, I'm hand holding this shot while filming this bird, just to show how incredible the image stabilization is in this camera. Over here, filming the bay in San Diego, looking across to downtown. And what trip to Coronado would be complete without seeing the Coronado Bay Bridge? And here we are back in Las Vegas. Can't even begin to tell you how much I miss San Diego already. So, what are my thoughts? Sony A7 III, pretty amazing. I definitely had some technical difficulties. There were a couple of things that stood out to me. One moment, both the viewfinder and the screen on the back of the camera went black. Don't know why that happened. I noticed there was a couple of times where the autofocus was hunting a little bit, so it wasn't quite as sharp as the A7R IV, not quite as quick. Still way better than my D800 though. As I was trying to explain earlier in the video, S-Log is one of those things I was very much so looking to shoot with. For those of you that don't understand, it's a lot like shooting JPEG versus RAW. JPEG is a fixed format that there's not a whole lot of room to work with. Once you have a picture that is taken in a JPEG format, it is pretty much cooked. If you have a RAW file, you can go in and adjust the exposure quite a bit. You can adjust the contrast, you can adjust the colors. So there's a lot of data to play with. When you're shooting in S-Log, it's the same thing. You have the opportunity to adjust the exposure up and down. You have a lot more color range to work with. There just happens to be a lot more data, which makes it a much more friendly format if you happen to be a professional videographer. Well, that's it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video. See you in the next one.